Good morning students, hope you all are fine at your home. So in the previous section we have discussed about the Phycomycetes and the fungal introduction. So today we're going to start with the Ascomycetes. So the word Ascomycetes, if you rearrange the first three letters of the Ascomycetes, you will form sac. And the members of this class is known as sac fungi. Sac fungi. This sac fungi is multicellular and unicellular also. So the member of this sac fungi are said to be unicellular or multicellular. So multicellular, you know it very well. Those organisms which have multiple number of cells in their body organization are said to be multicellular, and those which have single cell are said to be unicellular. So the example for multicellular is Aspergillus, and for unicellular is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So these are the example for multicellular and unicellular form. So talking about their structure, so they are said to be septate and branched form. Okay, we have discussed what is septate hyphae, what is aseptate hyphae. So let me give you an example also. This is said to be septate hyphae, here, which have cross walls and a particular nucleus in between the cross walls. So this, I told you, this is septate, they have septate hyphae and it is branched like this. Okay. So these fungi, sac fungi, have septate hyphae and branched hyphae. So these fungi, they can belong to the various group, like they are decomposers. They are decomposers which decomposes the organic matter and they act as a cleaning agent in the environment. Clear? They also act as saprophytes. Like their mode of nutrition is saprophytic. Sapro means, I told you, which is rotten. That means dead and decaying matter. So these fungi feed on dead and decaying matter. Clear? And they act as a saprophyte. They releases extracellular enzymes. They releases extracellular enzyme on the medium, on the substratum where they are acting. And after releasing these enzymes feed on that particular matter and broke that matter into simpler ones. So complex substances get changed into simpler one. So you can say that then these simpler substances is being absorbed by the fungi. Clear? In saprophytic mode of nutrition, the hyphae releases the extracellular enzymes which feed on complex material and changes it to simpler material which is being absorbed by the fungi. Clear? The third one, they also act as parasites. So their mode of nutrition is parasitic. That means they act as parasite and they depend on host for its nourishment. Clear? So they basically causes diseases in human beings and plants. So for example, like aspergillosis. Aspergillosis is a condition in the human being where the lungs being choked or they being blocked by the growth of the fungal hyphae. हमारे जो lungs हैं उनमें hyphae growth हो जाती है जिसकी वजह से जो cavity है lung में वो block हो जाती है. The person is unable to breathe. That is caused by the aspergillus, which is a multicellular fungi. Clear? The next thing is they also feed on dung. They also feed on dung. Dung means the dung cakes, that is we are getting the excreta from the herbivorous animals like gobar. Okay? So they are coprophilous or coprophagous in nature. That means they are dung loving. Yeah, so that's all about their nourishment and how they are getting nutrition, what kind of structures they have. Next is the reproduction. So reproduction can be of two types, sexual and asexual. Sexual and asexual. Talking about asexual, they releases certain spores. They releases spores which are exogenously secreted. I'll explain you what is that. And they are named as conidia. They are named as conidia. So in asexual reproduction, they produce spores which are known as conidia, and they are secreted exogenously. That means, suppose this is the fungal structure, fruiting body, and the spores are secreted outside their body, like this. So they are called exogenous, right? So the spores in asexual reproduction, they are conidia, which are found outside their body. They are known as exogenous. Next is the sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, they produces ascospores. They produce ascospores. So ascospores are produced in ascus, or you said to be SI. The structure, the fruiting body in which the ascospores are produced, and these ascospores are produced endogenously. Endogenously means, suppose this is the ascus, so they are produced like this in the ascus, and they are arranged in such a way that the structure is known as ascocarp. Ascocarp. Clear? So in sexual reproduction, they produce a special spores which is known as ascospores, and the structure in which the spores are produced are said to be ascus or SI. So they are produced endogenously in the ascocarp or ascus, and this structure totally is known as ascocarp. So that's all for the Ascomycetes. And one more thing has been left, the examples, how to remember the example for Ascomycetes, which I have already told you in the Phycomycetes, the trick to remember the example, like I told you ramp in case of Phycomycetes. You remember, है ना? So P for Phycomycetes, R for Rhizopus, E for Albuco, and M for Mucor. So in case of Ascomycetes, it is NAC A. A for Ascomycetes, A for Ascomycetes, N for Neurospora, A for Aspergillus, A for Aspergillus, and C for Cladophora, C for Cladophora. So these are the example for Ascomycetes. Clear? So in the next class, we will discuss about the remaining classes, that is Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. Thank you.